Right, you lot. I've got a little bit of probably really sad news. Well, not probably. It is really sad news. If you remember on some of my radio videos, there's a guy called Paul speaking in quite a few of them, I think, if I remember correctly. And well, he moved away last Wednesday, so he's moved quite far away as well. So you know, he's in a different world now. There's all kinds of things flying about up there and all kinds of stuff, angels and whatever else flies about up there, I don't know. Yeah, so he liked watching me YouTube videos, and he was often saying to me, you know, oh, I like that and I like this and I like what he done there in my videos and stuff. So I thought what I'd do is I'd just make a video and just let all you know, anyone that is interested, that he's moved away. So what's happened was his stuff, a lot of his possessions was being sold, and in order to pay for his moving costs, because it's expensive stuff, man. So I had a route around, and I, managed to donate as much as what I could do, but a lot of his stuff had to be placed, because you can't take it with you. It's like going to Australia. If you migrate into Australia, you can't take all your possessions with you, unfortunately. So where he's gone and moved, you can't take a lot of stuff. So a lot of his possessions have had to be, like I said, sold. What I managed to get for my rather small donation, because I'm not as rich as I'd like to be. I would love to just be able to say, there you go, pay for the. So it's an absolute honour to have some of his possessions, because I looked up to him. I only knew Mr. Paul for about 2.5 years, because he was probably the second, if not the third person that I ever spoke to on a radio. When I first came up, I had a mag mount on my radiator in my spare room with, I think it was a Maxcom 4E. And the first person I spoke to was a guy called Tony, who lived in Langdon. But he's moved now, but not so far away, he's still close. But yeah, and I think the second or the third person I spoken to was Mr. Paul. And one of them was also Mr. Christian, who's also, I'll come to him in a minute. But yeah, so, and I looked up to him a lot. If there was anything that you wanted to know, Mr. Paul would almost definitely know, he would know. He'd better help you out radio wise. The knowledge what was up there was incredible. So yeah, like I said, I looked up to him a lot. So to have some of his possessions in my possession is a great honour. So what I managed to well, not what I managed to get, I should say what I got, because a lot of his stuff had to be placed. You couldn't just, well, it'd be a shame to chuck it away, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I got his frequency counter. Don't know how to use it, but I got it. It's a nice one. All this stuff, by the way, I'm going to put on a shelf, and I will use some of it. I'm going to use these. I got myself Grammy BRL 210s. I think he did use these at one point. I don't know when. But I'm going to put them into operation, and I'm going to look after them, and they're going to be nice. If they have a break, I'm going to fix them. Well, I won't fix them, because I know nothing. But another very knowledgeable person, Mr. John, will fix them, because he is the nuts. Anyway, and there we go. Power modulation SWR meter. A 1 kilowatt power SWR meter. And the most, the most sentimental thing, because that is what I wanted, really, to be honest. I wanted something which I could, because like I said, I only knew him for about 2.5 years. You know, a lot of his friends knew him for 20, maybe 30 years. So I'm taking a back seat, man. I am taking a back seat because, you know, they're the ones. His other friends. But because you know, we spoke quite a lot, and I thought highly of him, very highly of Mr. Paul. So I wanted something which I could keep in memory of him, because he's moved so far away, you're never going to see him again. So I wanted something which I could keep in memory, something which he valued. So the people which have been appointed, which I'm not going to mention actual names because I haven't asked them about making a video, and they might not want to be mentioned in the video, and I don't want to upset anyone. So, but the people who have been appointed in, you know, selling some of his gear and all that kind of stuff, they very kindly managed to secure me his Rode Devil microphone, which he loved, and he used it quite a lot. So there it is. This is the most sentimental thing, you know, that I have got of Mr. Paul's. So, you know, see if we can get a focus on that there. From what I can gather, he used this a lot, and he loved it, from what I can gather. So, I don't know whether I'll be able to use it on any of my radios. Let's have a look. Oh, it's got 4-pin. I think I've got 4-pin on the, oh, what's it called? It's a 4-pin on the, oh, blimey, what's that one called? I can't remember what either of them bloody radios are called now. On the Uniden Unis 300, that's the one. It's a 4-pin on that. I don't know whether it'll work on there. I'll try it. But, it's going to be kept very safe, that. What have we got in there? We've got an echo unit and loads of, antenna switches and stuff. Oh, and I think Mr. Christian said there was, yep, another frequency counter. I do like a frequency counter, man. So, yeah, another frequency counter. What we got here? Oh, I thought it was a patch lead, but it's not. It's a plug for that echo chamber. I like echo chambers. A lot of people don't, but I do love an echo chamber. No idea what them knobs and that do, because they're painted over. For some reason Mr. Paul painted it. I have no idea why, but he did. So, in fact, I don't even know how to use it. Whoops. So I'm going to have to try and just be trial and error with that, I suppose. Try and work out how to use it. But, yeah. The main thing is that, you know, me donation's going to go a long way, I hope. And I've got some possessions of Mr. Paul's. So, you know what I mean? You're going to be missed, Mr. Paul. You are going to be missed a lot. But never forgotten. Never forgotten. That is for sure. At least not by me, while I've got your possessions. Because every time I see one of these, any of these things, I think, oh, that's Mr. Paul's. There's Mr. Paul. So, there you go. So if any of you did hear him on any of my other videos, then you'll know what he sounded like. I don't have any pictures of him, but some other people might do, but hey ho. There you go, my friends.